EcoWorks is a environmental nonprofit. We focus on sustainability, social and environmental justice, and community development. We have been in operation for over 43 years, and we serve BIPOC communities, Black, Indigenous, people of color.
Michigan IPL is a 20-some-year-old nonprofit, and we work with faith communities responding to the climate crisis. We have seriously disinvested infrastructure here in the city of Detroit. Our power goes out a lot. Our energy bills are high. And that's true for those of us who live here as residents and those who are serving their communities in commercial spaces like congregations.
Community Change Grant is a grant that we have been awarded by the Environmental Protection Agency, and this will allow organizations that are cornerstones in their communities to become resilient. They will allow opportunities for residents in the community to be able to have safe havens during power outages, during extreme weather conditions, and any other extreme emergency conditions that may happen in their communities. Energy autonomy is climate resilience. By allowing these communities to go and be able to have their own energy autonomy, when the power goes out, that they can still have their own energy, that they can still have solar and battery by which to sustain their organizations so that their buildings can stay a beacon of light for their community versus having to always be reliant on the utility company when the power outages go out so frequently in the city of Detroit. Serving a resilience hub allows these communities to be able to be free, to be able to be equitable, to be able to be independent, and to be able to make sure that they are investing resources back into the community by the energy savings that they will receive by becoming resilient hubs.
I think what's so exciting about this initiative is, for a long time, renewable energy, things like solar, certainly things like battery backup that enables you to have power even when the grid is down, those have only been available to households, organizations with some wealth. And so this initiative is so special because it actually is trying to reach those who are the most vulnerable, people experiencing food insecurity, people experiencing homelessness. And so I think that's really exciting to bring these cutting edge renewable energy resources and benefits to the communities who are on the front lines of the climate crisis and who are very socially vulnerable.
We were average between $300 to $500 with our energy, our electric bill. Our electric bill last month was $2.11. So with that said, any house of worship, most of us struggle with our utility bills. This has put a big smile on my face as pastor and a leader, and I want to encourage others. God gave us the sun, take advantage of it, because this is a way that we can use down that money, and we can use the elective pay money to do other things for ministry. So I am thankful and grateful that we stepped out by faith and we pursued solar. And so now we're looking to be a hub, a resiliency hub for the community, meaning that we can help not only our congregation, but we can help the community, which we have always had the heartbeat for outreach in this community.
So the St. Suzanne's Cody Rouge Community Resource Center has really become the hub of this neighborhood. We're geographically the hub of this square mile neighborhood, but we're also the center of nearly every activity that takes place, whether it's services, whether it's education, whether it's community events, whether it's a city council meeting, whether it's a christening or a birth or a funeral repast. It tends to all happen here. So being able to be more resilient and being that hub of the community is central to our mission. Beyond the solar power and the electric vehicles and the EV charging and the two-way charging and the much more efficient heating and ventilation system, really the heart of resiliency is making sure that members of our direct community can have access to employment and education and training to be part of the future. So I think what we're most excited about, besides all the equipment, is really the opportunity to the workforce development training opportunities for our neighbors here, where they can be equipped to actually gain employment in the solar industry, in the electric vehicle industry, in the electrification industry, something that really has been often beyond their grasp.
All wisdom traditions teach their followers how to be in right relation with Earth and with their neighbor. So if you are loving Earth, if you're loving your neighbor, you're not polluting your neighbor's air.
As a spiritual leader, our New Testament scripture teaches us that our bodies are the temple of the Spirit of God, and God dwells in our bodies. So because of that, we have to be careful what we put in our bodies, what we eat, etc. So from a faith perspective, this is just the right way to go, is to clean up the air, clean up the soil, eat better, breathe better, so we can live better. Our youth are motivated about planting gardens, about planting fruits and vegetables, and planting trees. We have a community garden from our children's church, and we also have a community garden in our community that we work with. Even though this is a disadvantaged community, we still can have, we still should have access to clean water, clean soil, clean environment.
We want to say, what are the needs in your community? What's important to you as a community member? What are the priorities, so that we meet those priorities, not just bringing in solutions that are best for us as an organization, but finding solutions that are important for that community and listening and acting upon the desires of those community members that live there, because it's their community. And that's what this grant is important about. It's a community change grant. By allowing these communities to be resilience hubs, we are allowing communities that are often, again, unseen and unheard, to have resources so that they are not just waiting for someone to save them. They are transforming and owning their right to be able to have an equitable, clean, healthy environment for their community to thrive in. They aren't just surviving, they're thriving. And this grant will allow opportunities for us to really bring transformative projects that will have long-lasting, sustainable impacts for those communities.